I welcome you all in this YouTube channel of Being Engineer. Today we have to study about the Kirchhoff's current law, its application and violation in circuit theory. So let's start Kirchhoff's current law. The statement is sigma means summation k is equals to 1 to n ik is equals to 0 at node or junction. It means algebraic summation of all the currents meeting at a node or junction is 0. Again, algebraic summation means summation with sign. There are certain currents which are positive and there are certain currents which are negative. So because some currents are incoming and some currents are outgoing, we have to take the sign accordingly and their algebraic sum should be equal to 0. This is the Kirchhoff's current law. So let us see this law with an example. This is the circuit which is given to us, and we have to find out the voltage at this node. Let's say the voltage is V. This is ground. Ground is a reference node for which the voltage is 0. So let us see how many branches are connected with this particular node. One branch is this, another is this, third one is this, fourth one is this. So we can easily see in this circuit diagram there are 4 branches connected with this node, as well as there are 4 branches which is connected to the reference node. So we have to make the Kirchhoff's current law at this node. How we can write this? We have to take the potential difference and divide by resistance. Like this is voltage V. If we are going like this, V plus 3 origin, we are reaching to datum node or ground, minus 0 divided by resistance is 2, plus this branch. This 4 ohm resistor is connected between this node of V voltage and this ground only. So I can simply write V minus 0 by 4. V minus 0 by 4 plus this current. As we easily see, this is the current source which is connected between this node and ground. So we already know the current from the current source. So I can directly write the value of the current source 3 ampere. Now this branch. So this is V minus 4 divided by 2 plus 1. Both the resistances are added together. 3 is equals to 0. So this equation is nothing but the equation of Kirchhoff's current law. And after solving this particular equation, we can find the voltage V. So this will be minus 3, and if I take the LCM of this, 2, 4 and 3, so this is nothing but 12, 2, 6 get 12, so this is 6V plus 18, plus 4, 3 get 12, 3V, 3, 4 get 12, 4V, minus 16. So ultimately we get 6, so 3, 9 or 4, 13, 13V, and 18 minus 16 is plus 2, divided by 12 is equals to minus 3. So 13V is equals to minus 36 minus 2 minus 38. So V is nothing but minus 38 by 13 volts. So this is the potential at this particular node with the help of Kirchhoff's current law. We can find. As I already give the title like KVL application and violation. So is there any circuit which does not follow the Kirchhoff's current law? If there is a circuit which does not follow Kirchhoff's current law, it means it is an invalid circuit because it is violating the Kirchhoff's current law. So let us take one example of that. This is the circuit. We have to find out the potential V at this node, and there is a battery 8 volt and these two cells are connected 5 volt and 3 volt. As we can see, plus, minus, minus, plus. So these two are connected in series opposition. They are contradicting each other. So 5 minus 3 is net 2 volt. So what is the voltage at this node? 2 volt. And from here, this is 8 and this is ground. So what is the voltage at this node? 8 volt. So from this diagram, we can see this is the branch of 2 ohm resistor. Looking from this side, the voltage coming is V is equals to 2 volts. And looking from that side, the voltage which is coming at the node is V is equals to 8 volt. Again, I can say in a particular circuit at a specific node, 2 different value of the voltages are not possible. It means this circuit is invalid because two different values of the voltage can't possible. So I can write invalid circuit. Why it is invalid? Because in Kirchhoff's current law, when we make the algebraic summation of all the current is equals to 0, there is a mandatory condition: voltage at the node should be unique. If the voltage at the node is not unique or non-unique, then we can't apply the Kirchhoff's current law. Like in this problem, the voltage at this node is 2 volt and 8 volt. So non-unique voltage I can say. Similarly in KVL, unique current should be there in a mesh or loop. So non-unique voltage, it means it is violation किसका violation? Kirchhoff's current law. लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने देखा था कि अगर किरचॉफ्स वोल्टेज लॉ को हमारा सर्किट वायलेट कर रहा है तो सर्किट इनवैलिड है, और आज के लेक्चर में हम देख रहे हैं कि अगर सर्किट किरचॉफ्स करंट लॉ को वायलेशन कर रहा है तो वो भी इनवैलिड है. इट मींस इन द सर्किट थ्योरी all the circuit should follow, mandatory है ये condition, should follow the KVL and KCL. It means if we want to apply KVL, current should be unique in a loop or mesh. If we want to apply the KCL, voltage should be unique at the node or junction. So this is a very important concept we have to keep in mind, क्योंकि many times जो है स्टूडेंट इस पे गलती करते हैं, तो इसको हमें ध्यान रखने की जरूरत है. आइए हम ये तीसरे सवाल की तरफ चलते हैं, जिसमें हमें दो नोड दिखाई दे रहे हैं V1 and V2 and we have to find out the equation. एक बात मैं आपको और क्लियर कर देना चाहता हूं, जैसा कि हमने मैश में देखा था कि यदि किसी सर्किट में m नंबर ऑफ मैश हैं तो उसमें m नंबर ऑफ इक्वेशन बनती हैं. यहां पे हम देखेंगे यदि n नंबर ऑफ नोड हैं तो n - 1 नंबर ऑफ इक्वेशंस बनती हैं. फॉर एन एग्जांपल, हाउ मेनी नोड्स आर हियर? 1 2. हाउ मेनी इक्वेशंस वी मेड? 1. यहां पे भी सर्किट इनवैलिड हो गया. यहां पे कितने नोड हैं? V1 V2 एंड ग्राउंड. सो टोटल नंबर ऑफ द नोड्स आर 3. सो हाउ मेनी इक्वेशन वी हैव टू मेक? 2. number of equation should always one less than the number of the specific nodes including ground. तो आइए यहां पे हम किरचॉफ्स करंट लॉ लगाएंगे. At this node, this is a current. We are considering all the currents are leaving particular node. So this current I can write V1 minus 10 by 3 plus 2 5. V1 minus 10 by 5. This current is V1 minus 2 divided by 4. This current is plus V1 minus V2 is equals to 1 is equals to 0. Divided by 1 is equals to 0. This is the Kirchhoff's current law, equation number 1 at the specific node V1. Now we have to write the Kirchhoff's current law equation at node V2, and let us consider all the currents are outgoing from this particular node. So I can write V2 minus V1 by 1 plus V2 minus 1 by 1 and plus 5, because it is a current source. We already know the current in this path, so there is no need of taking the potential difference. Is equals to 0. So these are two simultaneous equations, and after solving these two simultaneous equations, we can determine the value of V1 and V2. तो अगर हम एक कंपैरिजन देखें KVL और KCL में, तो हम कह सकते हैं KVL जब भी हमें लगाना है मैश ऑब्लिक लूप, इसमें हमें करंट अज्यूम करनी है. करंट अज्यूम करने के बाद हमें अलजेब्रिक सम ऑफ वोल्टेज 0 कर देना है, और फाइनली क्या फाइंड करेंगे हम? करंट. क्योंकि जो हम अज्यूम करेंगे वही तो निकल के आएगा. If we are assuming let the variable is x, ultimately we have to find out the value of the variable x. Similarly, KVL की जितने भी प्रॉब्लम है मैश या लूप में हम करंट अज्यूम करते हैं, अलजेब्रिक सम ऑफ वोल्टेज को 0 करते हैं और उस करंट को फाइंड करते हैं. इसका ड्यूअल यदि मैं लिखूं, because we already discussed the property of duality in the very first lecture. In Kirchhoff's current law, we have to apply at node or junction. What we have to assume at the node or junction? Voltage. What we have to apply? Sigma I is equals to 0, means all the currents leaving or meeting at a particular node is 0. That is KCL. और ऐसा करने के बाद निकल के क्या आता है वहां पे? वोल्टेज. बिकॉज हमने स्टार्टिंग में क्या अज्यूम किया था? वोल्टेज. तो इन दो स्टेटमेंट में मैंने पूरे प्रोसेस को लिख दिया है. KVL लगाएंगे, मैश या लूप में करंट अज्यूम करेंगे, अलजेब्रिक सम ऑफ वोल्टेज 0 करेंगे, करंट फाइंड होगा. KCL लगाएंगे, नोड और जंक्शन पे लगाएंगे, वोल्टेज अज्यूम करेंगे, करंट का समेशन जीरो करेंगे, वोल्टेज फाइंड होगा. So this is the way how to deal with the KVL and KCL in circuit theory. Thank you very much.